Welcome to the second episode of OnePittsfield. This bi-weekly show that will air before City Council meetings will bring you news from the Mayor's office on a regular basis. Today, I'd like to share with you an overview of our communication strategy, a preview of our February 13th City Council agenda, and a review of the ongoing work from the corner office. Let's start with February as Black History Month, and is dedicating to celebrating and honoring the contributions that many African Americans have made in U.S. history. I will be sharing a proclamation at the February 13th City Council meeting, recognizing the significant impact and accomplishments of the Black leaders on a national and local level. As I enter the second month of my term, I've been very active in meeting with constituents, business owners, community organizations, and other elected officials. I held my first department head staff meeting, a monthly meeting with the senior leaders of my administration. At our first meeting, we started our initial work and planning for the fiscal year 25 budget. We plan to submit a budget that meets the needs of this community while keeping in mind the challenges many of us face with rising costs. More details of this work will be shared with you in shows during the upcoming months. I met with the key members of the city's economic development team, including representatives from the Pittsfield Economic Development Authority and the Pittsfield Economic Revitalization Corporation, the business development manager, and the city's community development director. These monthly meetings provide us with an overview and an opportunity to review current business initiatives and plan for new investments in the pipeline. This team is vital to the success of a thriving business community. Last week, I also met with District Attorney Shagru, Sheriff Bowler, and Interim Chief of Police Dawley. We wanted to talk about public safety in the city. We are looking for ways to continue to work together to address the most pressing needs of our community. For some fun stuff, I joined Jess Rufo, owner of Dottie's Coffee Lounge, at the soft opening of Dorothy's, a new restaurant that she has opened in the Greystone building, offering a new experience in dining. I hope you check out this space, and you should make sure that you order the tiramisu. It was delicious. On February 9th, I met with a group of downtown business stakeholders to discuss the challenges they've been experiencing, and we'll have more to share soon. With unusually warmer weather temperatures for February, we've started to address potholes on our main roads. The Highway Department is working every day without rain or snow to fill as many potholes as possible. It is important to note that this work is temporary fix in addressing our roads. Once the warm weather is here to stay, we will be in full operation of roadwork construction, but ignoring our opportunities now would be a mistake. Since day one, I have focused on how our government communicates with the public. We've introduced this new show as another tool for community members to receive updates, learn about new projects and initiatives, and get more insight into our daily work. Today, I will focus on a multitude of ways in which you can communicate with us. For residents who are on social media, I encourage you to follow us on Facebook at City Hall-City of Pittsfield and at Mayor Peter Marchetti. We also have an Instagram account for the Pittsfield Mayor's Office. Many of our departments and even Pittsfield Public Schools also have their own social media pages, such as Facebook, Instagram, X, which was formerly Twitter, and LinkedIn. You should check out the great resources they offer. And you can see some of our city departments, like the Berkshire Athenaeum, Business Pittsfield, City of Pittsfield Human Resources, Cultural Pittsfield, Pittsfield Council on Aging and Senior Center, Pittsfield Municipal Airport, Pittsfield Parks and Recreation, Pittsfield Police Department, Pittsfield Public Schools, and RSVP, the Retired Senior Volunteer Program. As you can see, many of our departments are engaged in providing you updates and community news. If you are a person who prefers newsletters, check out the monthly newsletter The Works that's authored by our Commissioner of Public Services and Utilities, and the quarterly newsletter for all things parks and recreation by our Community Development Office. To sign up for these newsletters, press releases, city council agendas, and more, please visit the city's website, cityofpittsfield.org, click e-notify, and sign up with your email address, and you'll receive updates directly in your inbox. Another aspect of communication involves how we communicate for time-sensitive situations, such as snow emergencies, water main breaks, major traffic detours, etc., 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 in which we use Code Red. Code Red is a community notification system that provides you the ability to receive phone calls, text messages, TDD/TTY communications, and emails for emergency alerts in the city. Communications are available in 4 languages, including English, Spanish, French, and Portuguese. In order to sign up for Code Red, please call my office at 413-499-9321 or email mayorsoffice@cityofpittsfield.org. And the theme of communication, at the February 13th City Council meeting, I have submitted a response to a petition from Councilor Persip asking the administration to create a policy for our city departments to respond to residents and city council members in a timely manner. Many of our departments do a great job with communications, but there's always room for some improvement. The City of Pittsfield has a public customer relations policy that is provided to every employee as part of their new packet. The Human Resource Director Taylor and I have sent a reminder to all department heads that we are to acknowledge the receipt of emails within 1 business day, with the understanding that some emails will require some follow-up and additional time to complete a response. I've also asked the city team to handle PitSmart requests in that same manner. PitSmart is a tool that several city departments utilize to manage requests. For example, residents can report potholes, streetlight outages, blighted property, catch basin cleaning, trimming, tree trimming, and much more. Please don't use PitSmart to report an emergency. When a request is submitted, the request should be acknowledged as received within 1 business day. Additional time may be required to complete the requested work. As a team, we are working to be more responsive to the hundreds of requests that we receive to ensure that answers are returned in a timely manner. We appreciate your patience as we work to make these improvements. Also on our upcoming agenda, we have received a $50,000 grant from the Community Compact Cabinet Information Technology Program. That's a tongue twister. This funding will help us design a new website to have more easily accessible information that is regularly updated while providing us with additional resources for cybersecurity. We will also convert our website domain to a .gov rather than a .org, and there will be much more to share as we start this project. As I highlighted during my inaugural address, the red carpet team created by Mayor Tyre has been a successful partnership between the city, PETA, and PERC. This work continues under my administration, and I am proud to announce that I have submitted a request to the City Council requesting $500,000 from the Pittsfield Economic Development Fund to the Small Business Trust Fund that will be managed by PERC, the Pittsfield Economic Revitalization Corporation. We recently received $8 million from General Electric as part of the Rest of River Settlement Agreement. These funds are deposited into the Pittsfield Economic Development Fund. Any money from this fund must be used for the support and advancement of community economic development within the community. I am requesting $500,000 of the $8 million to be designated to the Small Business Trust Fund, which is designed to provide additional support for small businesses which serve as the backbone of Pittsfield's economy. The Small Business Fund provides loans to existing businesses that are unable to obtain funding from commercial sources or in situations where commercial funding is not sufficient to meet their needs. To date, this fund has assisted 7 businesses that has created 34 jobs and preserved 84 more. During COVID, $238,000 from this fund was used to support the small businesses who were impacted by the pandemic. Michael Coakley, the city's business development manager, will be providing an update on 2 companies we have been working with. Both companies have requested confidentiality until they appear before the City Council with a request for support. One business is an out-of-town company looking to consolidate 4 facilities into Pittsfield, while the other is a local company with plans for expansion. If companies can obtain financial incentives from the city and the Commonwealth, they each plan to make significant capital investments, retain current employees, and create new jobs in our city. We hope to provide more details soon. Many of you have seen the news story about the work starting at Site 9. The PETA board voted unanimously on December 29, 2023 to award the project to W.M.J. Keller & Sons Construction Corporation of Castleton, New York. The company plans to hire local subcontractors and workers. Site 9 is 16.5 acres, the largest and most prominent parcel and the 52-acre business park, and has remained undeveloped basically because of its poor condition, as the parcel has been completely covered by concrete foundations and pavement. Keller Construction began cracking and crushing all the concrete on the site on January 22nd. The cracked and crushed material will be covered by the stockpiled materials from Site 7 and by over 75,000 cubic yards of clean film. The redeveloped site will be greened with roadways, sidewalks, a park, utility corridor, and stormwater management, and be ready for development. The project is planned to be completed by late October, and we have already begun the process of looking for tenants to fill those spaces. In other news, the city is receiving $237,000 from the Federal Emergency Management Agency, known as FEMA, to reimburse costs associated with COVID-19 vaccination clinics that happened in early 2021 at Berkshire Community College. Also, our Special Projects Manager for ARPA, Gina Armstrong, will provide a quarterly report to the City Council. These updates provide the Council and public with updates on funding spent and highlight some of the work to date. In certain instances, when you look at a City Council agenda, you sometimes see the phrase executive session listed. Executive session allows a public body to discuss a topic that meets one of the 10 designated purposes according to the Massachusetts Open Meeting Law. We need to utilize executive session at this City Council meeting to discuss pending litigation, as it could have a detrimental effect on the city's litigating position. This session will be dealing with cannabis. At last but not least, the work continues in updating the city's boards and commissions. I am recommending the appointment of David Pill as a member of the Board of Health, Marilyn Gerhard to the Pittsfield Cultural Council, and Laura Catalano, who is currently the Chief Assessor, as an appraiser as outlined by the City Code. Before I conclude, I want to take a moment to offer my congratulations to a couple of local businesses who have recently celebrated milestones. The Highland Restaurant celebrated 88 years in downtown Pittsfield, and the Hot Plate Brewing Company celebrated their first year anniversary here in Pittsfield, also in downtown. Pasquale and the Reishi family have been a staple in this community for decades, providing delicious homemade dishes. Sarah and Mike at Hot Plate are a dynamic duo who took a chance on Pittsfield, and we are grateful that you are here. I hope you will stop at Hot Plate during the 10x10 festival starting this week. Miller Art Supply on West Street celebrates 75 years in business, while Frankie's Liquor and Latin Market just opened at 1220 North Street. If your business is celebrating a special milestone or other exciting news, please send an email to my office at mayorsoffice@cityofpittsfield.org with the details, as we'd also like to recognize you as part of this ongoing program. As you can see, we've been very busy during the first month in office. Thank you for watching One Pittsfield. Have a great day. Hope to see you next time.